Vince McMahon being attacked on screen is nothing new. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, even Bobby Lashley are some of the wrestlers who have put their hands on the WWE Chairman. But what if I tell you there have been many incidents where wrestlers hit Mr. McMahon for real? I'm Jeremy, and here are 5 times WWE Superstars got physical with Vince McMahon in real life.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Number 5. Legends vs. Vince McMahon. WWE Hall of Famer Bret Hart appeared on a show hosted by Inside the Ropes and shared a bunch of interesting stories. Hart recalled an incident that took place in a strip bar. According to Hart, Mr. McMahon was drunk to the limit and wasn't in his senses. The Road Warriors decided to execute their finisher on McMahon, but ended up performing a watered-down version on the Boss. Jim Neidhart and Bret Hart had other plans, though. After being encouraged by the likes of Hulk Hogan, the duo did the unthinkable, with Neidhart picking McMahon up and Hart hitting him full blast with a clothesline. Vince McMahon is one of the most ruthless entities in the wrestling world, and this demeanor has helped him reach the top of the industry. It's hard to imagine a drunk Vince McMahon partying with a bunch of wrestlers in a bar and getting clotheslined by Bret Hart. It did happen though, and certainly wasn't the last time Bret Hart would get physical with Vince McMahon in real life. Number 4. Vince McMahon and Kofi Kingston fight on a plane. In 2019, Vince McMahon and Kofi Kingston feuded on the road to WrestleMania, the Boss doing everything he could to make sure that the New Day member wouldn't go to the show of shows and compete for the WWE Championship. Interestingly, Vince McMahon and Kingston once had a quick tussle on a plane. When the plane landed, McMahon passed a snide remark about Kingston getting over, to which the latter didn't respond. A drunk Chris Jericho decided to make things interesting and coaxed Kingston into going back and confronting McMahon in response to his comment. Kingston went back, had a quick chat with McMahon, which led to a scuffle between the two on the floor of the plane. Vince McMahon suddenly got back up and began laughing, and this was it as far as their fight was concerned. Jericho wrote in his book that Kofi Kingston earned his respect that day. It would take around 9 more years for him to win the big one in the WWE. Number 3. Nailz attacks Vince McMahon in his office. WWE superstar Nailz was let go by Vince McMahon in December of 1992 following an alleged attack in his office. The attack stemmed from a financial dispute, and that was it for Nailz in regards to his career in WWE. Back in 2018, WWE announcer Mean Gene Okerlund revealed that Nailz wasn't happy with the one paycheck and demanded more. That argument led to a squabble, and Jim Duggan apparently had to break it up. In his autobiography, Bret Hart described the attack as Nailz knocking Vince McMahon over in his chair, choking him violently. Vince McMahon certainly wasn't happy one bit over what had happened and made sure that Nailz would never come back to the WWE again. Nailz spent years on end working on the indies following his WWE exit. Number 2. Randy Savage apparently slaps Vince McMahon. Randy Savage and WWE parted ways in 1994, following which the Macho Man went to WCW. He would never wrestle for Vince McMahon's promotion again and tragically passed away due to a heart attack in 2011. The real-life heat between Vince McMahon and Randy Savage became the stuff of legends, and no one had any idea as to what happened that caused a rift between the two, to the point that Savage never came back to the WWE again. Mere days after Savage's passing, WWE Hall of Famer Roddy Piper had posted a tweet that was intended to put all of the speculation to rest. He stated, "Randy slapped Vince at a bar, end of that story." 4 years after Savage's passing, Vince McMahon finally gave the green light for his Hall of Fame induction. Savage got his deserved place in the WWE Hall of Fame, but we'll never know for sure if this story is legit or not. Before going to number 1, here's one thing. We aren't including the infamous Kurt Angle versus Vince McMahon fight in an airplane that forced The Undertaker to intervene simply because the WWE Chairman initiated that real-life duel. Number 1. Bret Hart punches Vince McMahon. The Montreal Screwjob is one of the most important moments in the history of pro wrestling and is still talked about to this day. Many dub it as the moment that gave birth to the Attitude Era as well. The former WWE Champion Bret Hart has spoken about the incident on various occasions and addressed rumors that stated Vince McMahon let Bret Hart hit him. According to the Hall of Famer, the WWE Chairman presented it in a way, but in reality he was never expecting Bret Hart to take a shot at him. Hart even said that "I took my own shot," and McMahon never saw it coming. Bret Hart left for WCW following the Montreal Screwjob, while Vince McMahon berated him on WWE television during an interview with Jim Ross. Vince McMahon and Bret Hart made amends years later, and Hart was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2006. Bret Hart fought Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 26 and defeated him in what was dubbed by many as Hart's revenge for what had happened on that fateful night in 1997. And that is our list for today. Which of these confrontations with Vince McMahon interested you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, SK Wrestling, Twitter at SKWrestling_, as well as our Facebook page, facebook.com/SKWrestling. That way you know when the latest news and content comes your way. Thank you for tuning in.